With the summer heat wave building in and school just starting, we talked to local principals about how students can stay safe in this summer heat.
I think the biggest thing I would say would be to make sure that your kids have plenty of water, that they bring things to school so they can stay hydrated. We take a special effort to make sure that our kids stay hydrated and not get too hot, but especially if they're walkers during the day to and from school, that you pack plenty of liquids to keep them hydrated. Short sleeves and to be comfortable, but also at the same time, if they are walkers, that we ask that parents would put some sunscreen on them, especially in the afternoons. As far as school goes, with the heat the way it is right now, they won't be outside very much, so I don't see that being much of an issue. Yeah, so one of the times that we had students outside for extended period of time was after school. So this past year we changed our procedure where instead of students waiting outside out in front of the school where they were either in the rain or in the heat, but also really close to our cars as they were pulling up, we now transition those students down to our air-conditioned cafeteria. So those students are called by a wireless microphone from outside the cafeteria, and when it's time for them to come to their car, they go outside under a covered awning, walk and get into their car, and so they won't spend more than about 30 seconds to a minute outside of the air condition.
We also talked to Principal Chapman at GHS talking about how this will affect the sports as well.
Currently, our trainer, Lauren Sexton, monitors that each and every day. By the AAA regulations, depending on what the heat index is outside, if anything over 105 degrees, we cannot participate outside activities. Okay. Anything between 100 and 105 degrees, students have to be closely supervised. They have to be hydrated every 30 minutes. They have to take breaks, mandatory breaks, and they have to monitor the heat index every 30 minutes. Anytime it's between 100 and 105, she's out there making sure that heat index hasn't rose sharply, and if so, she cancels practice at that time. Okay. Anything below that, 99 degrees, we just monitor on an everyday basis.
So with the heat building up and the cold front is coming through tomorrow, but students do need to be aware of the heat for days like today. Have a bottle of water handy, have some sunscreen handy as well, but be careful of this heat, especially in August for Arkansas weather. In Greenwood, Austin Daigle, Valley Weather.